realistic. Those might be the first words you hear when you start talking about your dreams. And sometimes you'll hear them from people who genuinely love you. They'll tell you that you're still young. They don't understand the consequences yet. That you haven't seen how cruel the world can be. They'll tell you to choose something safer, something stable, something realistic. And maybe they're right about one thing. The world isn't always kind. But I wonder, when did being realistic become the same thing as giving up? When did growing up mean learning how to make your dreams smaller? When we're children, we're told that we can become anything. An astronaut, an artist, a doctor, a traveler, anything we can imagine. But somewhere along the way, we start replacing I want with I can't. We start thinking about money, time, other people's opinions, failure, and eventually we convince ourselves that the safest thing to do is to never chase any dream. And maybe that's what growing up is supposed to teach us. To understand the world, to understand the consequences, to know that not everything will work out exactly the way we imagine. But does understanding reality mean we have to stop dreaming? Why do we have to live an ordinary life just because it's easier to explain to everyone else? People say, why do we have to be special? Maybe we don't. But why should we make ourselves smaller just to fit into someone else's idea of a normal life? We're not all the same. Even the fingers of the same hand are different. So why should our dreams look the same? Maybe our dream sounds ridiculous to someone else. Maybe mine sounds impossible. Maybe it will fail. Maybe we'll change our minds halfway through. And that's okay. Because failing at something we truly wanted is still different from spending our lives wondering, what if I had tried? If my dream is to travel to the moon, then let me dream about the moon. Maybe I'll never get there. Maybe I'll end up somewhere completely different. But at least I'll know that I took a step toward it. Because Allah gave us this life, He gave us the ability to hope, the ability to make dua. He gave us minds to think, hands to work, and opportunities to take. We don't know which doors Allah will open for us, and we don't know which ones He will close. But maybe our job isn't to know the entire path. Maybe it's simply to take the next step. Make dua, work for it, try again when it doesn't work, and leave what we cannot control to Allah. Because sometimes we're so afraid of failing that we forget there's another possibility. We might actually succeed. And maybe the life you're looking for isn't somewhere far away. Maybe it begins with something very small. One decision, one step, one dream that we finally allow ourselves to say out loud. So dream, even if it's scary, even if nobody understands it, and even if the road ahead isn't clear. Take the first step, make dua, work for it, and leave the rest to Allah. Because maybe the life we actually want to live begins the moment we stop being afraid of wanting it.